with the throwback of the throwback, with the Nubian Sumo's favorite free hose dancing in a strip club. It is us, the WrestleManiacs, coming as always on night 2 with the React show following WrestleMania. We are joined this year by the Four Corner Boys to wrap up and see exactly how our picks went. So, gentlemen, welcome to WrestleMania Sunday. Hopefully you enjoyed the weekend in combination. We talked about yesterday all the craziness and interesting situations. I'm interested to see what some of y'all thoughts are from night 1 as we go through the course of discussing night 2 and where that's going to put us for the ever popular Monday night after WrestleMania and potentially the future of the WWE with some of the situations that came out of tonight. But before I get into any of that, the number one question is actually going to Nubian Sumo. And that is the culture happy?
I think it is. Tonight was a good night for the culture, Oba got his, Trick got his.
And Rhea was a Jade was a sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, well, we can't win them all, but
I knew you was gonna say that. Can't win them all. But 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Hollywood, Jay, Will, Mel, y'all happy? Is the culture happy on y'all side of the street?
I was wrong, so I can't really say nothing.
Well,
yeah, I was surprised that Jay lost, but I'll tell you this. I'm not mad at it overall.
Okay. We'll get there because I'm curious to see what y'all think is going to be the next step for Rhea Ripley and where that's going to go, considering that we didn't see a Naomi tonight. So it'll be interesting to see where things go for Friday Night SmackDown. But going back to it, yesterday I prefaced it. Did you get the feels for Oba versus Brock? Now on a combination of levels.
I did for sure. I was looking forward to that match. That was the match that I knew that I needed to see, to the point like I got my wife to watch that match. My wife did not watch all of WrestleMania last night with me, but she watched all of it tonight because she knew she wanted to see Oba Femi ever since she watched the Rumble with me. So I was ready for that fight. I was excited for that one. Ever since I saw them 2 lock eyes, I knew this was going to be a good one.
Anybody else? Mel? Hollywood? KG?
Ooh, that match was a coin toss for me. I could tell you that match was a coin toss for me. 1 minute I could go with Oba, the next minute I could go with Brock, but we saw the result, and I feel like the culture happy about it. I know Kofi Kingston is.
Yeah.
At least.
I'll say this.
Okay, sorry.
I'll say this. I asked the question when it first started. I was like, why is this first? This should be, right before the main event. And why is it first? Then the ending. To see Brock sit in the middle, take everything off and leave it in the middle of the ring. I was like, that's why it's first. So you got to, that first hour was on ESPN2. So you got to see that live and, for free. So, okay. All right. I see why this is first. I'm gonna be honest, I got in my feelings a little bit. As much shit as I give Brock Lesnar for being a part-time and taking a belt and running, I'm like, dude, you just gonna up and retire? Like, who am I supposed to knock on now?
You had his career flash before your eyes, didn't you? Here Comes the Pain kicked in. He's basically the unofficial king of SmackDown, if you think about it. A lot of his major moments happen on SmackDown.
I ain't gonna go that far, but okay.
Well, think about it. He's synonymous with SmackDown.
No. The Rock will always be synonymous with SmackDown.
Come on. Move The Rock aside. Just because if it was called Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, you wouldn't be putting The Rock over.
Then Willy Wonka will be.
You got a whole podcast full of black people talking about move The Rock aside for
Nah, that's a good one though, Don. I ain't even gonna lie. That's a good.
Hey, a good one. Think back. Y'all coming in on the tail end of a conversation you may not be privy to. So I'll let y'all go back and I'll play the heel. Go back and watch some extra shows to understand where KG and I are going with this conversation with The Rock and Brock Lesnar. There's a backstory to where I'm laying it down to him, in the way that, I'm presenting it to him. So he knows what I'm saying. Y'all just coming in on the tail end, just reacting, not knowing the backstory. But KG, going back to you, you putting over The Rock. But if you remove The Rock, who else had more super moments that's active than Brock Lesnar? Well, was active than Brock Lesnar.
Okay, that's different. You put that more along the lines of being active. Okay, that's different. When you when you kind of stack it like that.
That's just my thought. Like I said, I don't know if you had it, but I thought about a lot of those moments with Brock Lesnar, and it was like, man, a lot of it, as I'm thinking about it, happened on SmackDown. For good, bad, and the ugly. But either way, that's where it was. Hollywood, I was throwing it to you to see what your thoughts are on Brock versus Oba.
Well, I was wrong, so I don't even know what to say. I was surprised. I was very surprised. I didn't, especially when we all have been watching wrestling for a while, so a lot of wrestlers we've seen come and go. But this crop of wrestlers that's been out for, 20 plus years, just watching them all go out, watching AJ go out, watching Cena go out, watching Brock now go out, watching Taker go out not too long ago, Triple H unfortunately going out because of whatever he had to go through. We watched some greats, and now I think, and I know we're talking about the match, but now I think we can finally rate Brock where he should be. Like, for a long time, there never was a conversation of where Brock should go in the best of all time, and we can have that conversation now.
Agreed.
Absolutely, 100%.
Sumo, you been quiet.
I was on the tail end of working, and I was kind of sneaking my phone, sneaking in, watching it on my phone while I was working and everything, and I got to see it, and I'm like, okay, I appreciate the fact that Oba won, and then all of a sudden, I'm seeing all of this, the rest of this go down, and I'm like, I didn't realize he was going to do it tonight. I knew it was coming. I figured it was SummerSlam, but for it to happen tonight, it makes sense that it happened tonight, but for him to do it tonight and the way it happened, and for him to pretty much pass the torch to Oba like he did, because the match was give and take.
Right.
It wasn't like it was a smash or a squash. It was Oba got his in, Brock got his in. It was going back and forth there for a while, and then all of a sudden, just Oba wound up getting that fall from grace in, and that was 1, 2, 3. So, but for him to sit there in the middle of the ring and throw off the gloves and struggle, he kind of struggling between emotions, trying to get the shoes off, and then you got Heyman coming in and hugging him and crying and everything. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
That
a lot of kids that are wrestling those two.
Yeah, that got me right there.
Next big thing, Obafemi. At this point, the next big thing. So last thing I really wanted to get your opinion on, Sumo. Hopefully you at least got to see this part too. The longest Oba strut to date.
Yeah, luckily I missed that part.
Yeah, he gotta stop doing that joint, man.
Hey, that's his catchphrase.
So I have a co-signer. I finally have a co-signer.
That's his catchphrase.
Yeah, all right.
What's the problem with the strut?
Man, that
Sumo always hating on it.
shit.
He don't like Rich
and I'm
Homoswam
sure,
for dancing.
And I'm sure he had about 80. He had about 80 yards of strut to do tonight. So I'm like, so he really got into it, boy. I bet you the hips was moving. I bet you the shoulders was going.
Oh yeah, he was tired.
Did he get the kick in to start it out? Did he kick it in, or did he just stand there for a little bit and just look around and then start it?
Exactly what you just said.
He didn't get the kick in. I think
that's probably
no, he got the kick. No, I thought he got the kick in. I thought he
did get the kick in, but he waited a little bit. It was he had a great ridiculously long entrance.
I'm not going to say, because on our show, we try not to use the words that wrestlers use, like the backstage words, like blown up. But he was blown up before soon as his music started and they show him, he was blown up. Like the strut was a little different today. It was a little struggle with the strut today.
Absolutely.
But what
you strutting all week? He got that strut over so much that he's a go. Did you see the video of him having a strut contest with fans?
Oh yeah, WWE World. Yep.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's unfortunate at this point. The strut has to stay, Mike. No,
it don't.
Yeah, dog.
It's going to turn into yeet. It's going to turn into yeet. Watch. I'll tell you.
It's not turning into yeet. It's already yeet. That's
not good. What do you mean?
I'm not saying that it's good. I'm saying that it's already there, whether we like it or not. My thing is, the only way that strut is going to go is if his character changes.
Yep, but that's going to be a good polarizing event, kind of like when John Cena turning off the color.
Nah, if he turns to be a heel, then he don't have to do the strut no more.
Exactly.
That's what he's saying. The strut is over. I mean,
when he turns heel, the strut is gone once he turns heel. But as of right now, where he is, that strut has to stay.
Nah, y'all just like looking at him do the strut and just laughing. He can stop doing that tomorrow.
From day one, and he is agreeing that that's his thing.
Man, he could come out tomorrow on Raw and be like, and just walk to the ring. He come out. I told you I was going to beat Brock Lesnar.
And no one would care the title on the same night.
Huh?
Nah, he's gonna drop the strut and the accent on the same night.
You mess around, turn British.
I told you I was going to beat him.
So here's the question of the day. I guess the first question of the day. Oba won. It happened. But what next?
Well,
where do we go from here? We got a big enough think tank to lay this out. We had to book it. Where do we go from here? Because Brock's out. No rubber.
King of the Ring.
Okay.
King of the Ring. That's the next step for him. I know Money in the Bank is coming up, but King of the Ring is the best bet. If you're going to take out Brock Lesnar and kind of have a similar career, you might have to win King of the Rings just the same way he did to go on and win a world champion.
Okay.
I kind of agree, only because of the main event. And I know we haven't got there, so I'm not going to skip ahead. But if the other person would have won the main event, then I would have had him go smack at him. But because the person that won the main event, I don't see them putting them two in the ring together anytime soon. So to Mel's point, you got to put them in King of the Ring. I mean, at this beating Brock Lesnar, we don't want to see him do no enhancement matches no more. So at this point, ain't nobody really on the roster that you can put against him, except.
But does this bring King of the Ring back to where it was? Because
no,
King of the Ring has been garbage. It's not been what it used to be.
If they bring that back to where it was, Xavier Woods has the right to just pipe bomb and be pissed. As much as he advocated for King of the Ring,
exactly.
To try to come back and become something. Granted, it's for the culture, but still, it's like, you motherfuckers.
But at the same time, they put all the bums in the King of the Ring tournament. They don't put
my point exactly. So
but that's all they can really put. They can't put Roman and the Seths and all them in it. It's not like back in the day. Their rosters too. They got to use other gimmicks to get other people over. And I think to Mel's point, I mean, if he goes and he breezes through the King of the Ring tournament, it may be big for him, but it's never going to be the King of the Ring we used to be. Where we used to like. No, we got lucky with Austin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, didn't Billy Gunn win the King of the Ring?
Did who?
Billy Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, let's not act like it was always prestige.
You're gonna. I mean, hey, who was the first person to win Royal Rumble?
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Okay, then that's what. Hey, it ain't always, you know.
Right.
Ain't always what it's cracked up to be. So
I'm with you.
It's got to start from somewhere.
True that. Shout out to Perry. Welcome. Happy to have you. Hopefully you enjoyed everything that was around WrestleMania Collective and everything else.
And that's what I'm saying, Perry.
On it.
That's what I'm saying. It's got King of the Ring's got to mean something. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it's just going to be Kofi all over. I mean, not Kofi, but Xavier Woods all over again.
I don't think so.
Hasn't it not mean something so far?
No.
Since they brought it back?
No.
It really hasn't
meant nothing.
It hasn't mean anything since Roman broke the fucking crown from Kofi. I mean, not Kofi, Xavier. It hasn't mean anything since.
Like Xavier
it really hasn't.
But when did it really mean anything besides Austin?
It was more than
Owen Hart. Owen Hart.
Harley Race won it. Macho Man.
No, we're not gonna do that. No one cares when Harley Race won.
After Stone Cold. After Stone Cold won, who was there anybody that it mattered for afterwards? And I can't think of anybody.
He was the pinnacle of it.
But that's my point. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Back when we remember King of the Ring, it meant something. It was a stepping stone to getting a title shot.
It was.
Then they just cut it out altogether. You know, you didn't even hear about King of the Ring. They didn't do King of the Ring. Or it was just a filler match. It was a filler match, a filler pay-per-view with a whole bunch of jobbers in it.
But that's because they came up with 73 different other ways to get a title shot.
That's true.
They done came up with, since then, they came up with Money in the Bank, Elimination Chamber. It's plenty of other ways they done came up with gauntlet matches. So King of the Ring kind of suffered because of to your point, Sumo, you're right. You're 100% right. And I think around the time period when they started adding like different stipulations, because people got to remember, well, some of us probably remember when Royal Rumble wasn't guaranteed a title shot. You just won that drink. So I think when they started adding more stipulations to like different matches to make the number one contender and things of that nature, that hurt King of the Ring because if I'm not mistaken, wasn't King of the Ring still around when they started doing TLC and like and like Money in the Bank?
It was just starting to fade.
And the Elimination Chamber around the same time. So I get what you're saying, Sumo.
No, but to that exact point, I got to shoot down Mel's point of King of the Ring then because Royal Rumble will forever exist because specifically Royal Rumble at that point of where it is, you essentially get the first chance to take out the biggest person at any point. And that's what hurts. Like, you can do it, but then you got Elimination Chamber. I mean, Money in the Bank still matters though, because the surprise element of that stuff. But like specifically for Obafemi, I'm sorry, I gotta answer the question. But like Obafemi, at this moment, if I'm thinking about somebody that definitively who he needs to go at, what's next for him, he needs to go at Cody.
Okay. Why do you say Cody?
He needs to go at Cody because at this moment, realistically, he's not at Roman's level to go at Roman for that situation specifically. Roman, again, with his prestige, the win that he had, we'll get into that, of course. But then in the same sense, though, like we're still in the process of building him up. Of course, we know as people who've been watching it for a while, we need some time to let him cook. Cody is the person for him to really go after to build up for that situation. That way he has the opportunity. You can absolutely right now have him lose to Cody, say at SummerSlam. This is just, I'm not saying
what?
This is the thing about it.
Hey, you're free to book it.
Hold on now.
Jay will go there.
Idea.
Flesh it out. Lay it out. You can book it. Go ahead.
No, as an idea, have him lose to Cody at SummerSlam, and then you have him build up through each other title to get to the point where he can go somewhere else.
Do you watch the show?
I do.
Everybody that's lost to Cody, where the hell they at right now?
Hey, Jay Will,
He's just beat Brock, and you gonna have him lose to Cody? Bro,
this is
what the hell?
Cody beat Brock 3 times.
All right,
don't you
so
put that on me, Ricky Bobby. But seriously though, if like we talked about yesterday about Cody turning, if there's going to be an opportunity to really start leaning into that, if they decide to, Oba comes out, he's celebrating that he beats Brock, and then gets interrupted by Cody, and then they have that conversation, and then you could go that route, building towards SummerSlam or something like that, because now you've got Cody transitioning, so that means that he's operating on a different level, but that helps elevate Oba Femi in the promo department, as well as, in the match department. So when we get this match, now you can start positioning him, because him versus Roman, man, that's money. But it's also Riyadh money.
I'm disappointed that you entertained this.
Hey, if somebody's got an idea, we're not going to shoot it down. We're gonna let them put some water. But also, Hollywood,
don't shoot it down.
Give us something else. Give us something else. If this is
like
not
TKO.
If this is not the thing, if this is not the thing, give us something else.
Okay, I'll give you something else.
How like you can't critique and not retort at the same time.
I can give you something.
Give it to us.
You can have him go against somebody else, like a Penta, and take that belt. That'll be his first belt for a little bit. Have him hold on to that.
I was thinking more to get a Continental than United States too.
Yeah.
So United States with him and Trick would be a good thing.
That would kill.
Yeah,
Trick.
but I think they separate. I think they keep them separated for a while now.
But him and Penta, yeah, going after the Intercontinental belt. That would be interesting.
Tomorrow night.
If that match ever happens, that should be a 5-second match. I don't need to see none of this, none of that. If Oba versus Penta, pack him up easily. Just pack him up.
So are you saying, King Mel, just playing devil's advocate, that you're okay with Brock? I'm sorry, Oba becoming Black Brock?
Yup.
Okay.
Let us have our own.
If they can have Brock, we can have Oba.
Right.
I see the look on KG face. That's why I wanted to say it that way. Go ahead.
Time out. Why we got to come after Penta? I like Penta, man. Penta's the man.
Ain't no wrong with Penta.
I banged with Penta. Let's not put him up against the guillotine now.
No, hear me out, because he told me to explain. He told me to explain why Penta. You can't have him go at either of the main champions right now. That should not be his next feud.
Right.
Because if he goes against Roman, he's definitely finna lose. We know that. We all know that he's going to lose against Roman at this point, especially what Roman just did. You build him up, get him a belt, put a belt on him, make the IC belt a little bit more relevant. So when the person that finally does beats him, then it's going to be a big thing for that IC belt, and it helps make somebody else. I want to say by maybe SummerSlam, maybe Survivor Series, that person will beat him. Then boom, have him win the Rumble, and then from there at 43, then have him win his first title, whoever he goes against because at this point, the way they shooting him to the moon, he's going to probably be in either one of those. He might be Saturday's WrestleMania main event next year. He might be. So have him win the Rumble or the Elimination Chamber, either one of those two. But up until then, have him give him a nice little lengthy IC run so he can establish himself as a champion and help build somebody else that's coming. And because you can, with Penta, even if he beats Penta, Penta's had it for so long that if Penta loses to him, you could do a couple of pay-per-views with them too, even with Penta losing. And then, like I said, around Survivor Series or so, Penta wins because he gets the LWO involved or something. I don't know, but he wins. He wins it back from him. You done remade Penta again, and you can get similar to how Gunther lost the IC Championship.
No, I can see that. The only good thing coming out of that with him beating Penta is that frees Penta up to join Rey Fenix.
Yeah.
So that gives us the lane for the Lucha Bros officially. Hopefully they can be called that. I don't know. They may have to do something different. But
no, they'll be called that because they call them that in
Triple A.
Okay. All right. So we're good on that then. KG?
So,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I apologize.
No, I'm just saying, Rey Fenix is praying for this idea right now. That's all I can say. He praying that Penta drop this title so he could be back with his brother. Because he ain't got nothing going on right now in WWE. Triple A, a little shaky, but WWE, he praying something happened to where his brother can call him.
Yeah, because he's in a holding pattern. It's hard to top that entrance though. That's the problem. That entrance is what really has got people. And then Zero Mero after that. We're gonna say, Will?
Nah, Penta. I don't know. All right, we'll get to it. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I mean, might as well just go ahead and transition over. Unless KG, you had something more for the final word on Oba or Brock or anything else before we transition to the second match of the free hour.
Nah, I mean, all I was gonna say is that you talk about entrance, and I was gonna say Penta, man, coming out of Shao Kahn.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I felt like it was 95, 96 all over again, man. We got Street Fighter, we got Mortal Kombat 2.
Yep.
Like I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Only thing I
put it on. I'm like,
KG, you are officially my favorite member of this show because you knew that was Shao Kahn, and not only did he come out with the best entrance of all, first of all, 3 of them people in that match nobody cared about. They didn't even show it. We only saw Rey Mysterio's entrance and Penta's entrance. First of all, going back to my wife being there, my wife saw Penta's entrance. She's like, "Oh, is he a big deal?" And I'm like, "Yes, he is." She saw his entrance, and I'm like, "Yo, it's between him and one of the dudes that's in the ring, right?" Well, he was outside the ring. Rusev, who was like my pick. When Penta came out, she was like, "Yo, this is by far one of the best." And she watched yesterday. She watched all the clips of last night, and she watched it tonight. And she was just like, "Yo, this might be the best one I've seen."
Agreed.
I'm just saying.
Now, last night I gave interest of the night to Liv Morgan. That looked like a Britney Spears music video. I love that. But tonight,
I don't care about that.
Tonight, that Penta entrance. Oh man! I said the only thing I'm missing a bowl of cereal, a little Tupac, maybe a little Biggie, and
somebody's asking
maybe. Just maybe a little Shaq Fu, and I'm good. I got all my games. I got Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Shaq Fu. I'm good. No. I got the Super Nintendo. I'm just missing my games. That's the only thing I'm missing.
Not only did they give him the video, then they gave him the entrance on top of that with the costume. Come on, bro. Come on.
If you don't steal that, there's something wrong. That better not go into the WWE vault. Like that shit going home with me.
That has to be mentioned as one of the best WWE WrestleMania entrances of all. It has to be entered in there.
I agree. And it wasn't built off of pomp and circumstance. That was just Penta's entrance with some cool ass gear.
Absolutely.
That's all it took. And you're like, damn, my man. So we're speaking about it. So we had Penta versus Javon versus Dragon Lee versus Rusev and Rey Mysterio, all in the IC ladder match. About 45 minutes, just about maybe 40, almost 46 minutes. of action on the free side of ESPN. Overall, for ladder match perspective, what did y'all think about it as an overall match?
It was a great ladder match.
Were you hoping at some point, thinking that they may go ahead and pull the trigger on Javon?
I did. He was one of my picks for people. Honestly, it was between him. At one point, I said Javon would have. I had high hopes for him to win. I also said Rusev was my pick to possibly win, but then Penta was also one I was not mad at retaining.
Right.
So I could, I was happy with who won at the end.
Agreed. Sumo, Mel, Hollywood.
I can't really speak on this because I missed this one. I got caught up and wasn't able to watch this match, but I was able to glance up and see that Penta wound up winning. So
I forgot about JD. We've done it too. I want to leave out JD. I apologize, JD. Mel, what do you think of the ladder match?
I thought it was a solid match for free TV. I'll tell you that. For free TV, this was a solid match. If you just wanted to see people go through ladders and do exciting acrobatic flips and all types of stuff, this was the match for you. That's all I can say.
That's a good perspective.
No,
I really wanted Rusev to win because it would have meant something. It would have meant like WWE actually cared from him coming from AEW back to the WWE. Kind of like, you know how they did Paige the night before. But hey, Penta retaining also makes sense still because he is defending that title in AAA. Yeah. So he's the first person to, defend it inside WWE and AAA.
I like that.
I don't like you, Mel. I got pushed back slightly against you. Just the statement of it being a good match. I think it was a great match for it to be the first match. Like, just because, like, if I got people who never watched, my mother-in-law never really watched wrestling, and she was glued to the screen just because it was on ESPN available to her.
Agree. Go to Hollywood. I see you about to say something because I was going to bring up that point.
I thought he said that it was a good free match.
I think it was great. I think it was better than good.
Okay.
I mean, bro, I didn't see
Hollywood playing an extra heel tonight.
No, but
selling everything.
There's people who watch wrestling consistently. For someone who's never watched wrestling, who had a chance to see it for free for the first time, like that was really good for them to watch.
I get what you're saying. I respect that. I respect that. You feel me? But once again, I watch wrestling. I seen a bunch of ladder matches. This was a good free match. All right, it's okay to say that.
Okay.
And I mean,
both of y'all are right.
No, let me shut up.
Go ahead, Hollywood. Go ahead.
No, all I was going to say was
pour the salt on it.
All I was going to say was the first match was the Brock match. So Jay Will was wrong about that because he said this was the first match, but no, it wasn't. The Brock match was the first match. The Brock match was for the WWE fans and for worldwide. The second match was for the casual wrestling fans and AEW. That was a direct shot at AEW to say, hey, bro, we can do all that Darby Allin stuff too. But we do it a lot more safer and it looks a little bit more appealing. That's what I thought of that. I thought both of these matches catered towards the people that traditionally don't watch wrestling or that probably wasn't going to buy this pay-per-view. PLE. And that might have got some people to turn it over to CA. WWE job cooking right now. You know what I mean? So the last minute buyers, like back in the day, what was it called? Free for all?
Yep.
They used to put those type of matches on free for all and get those last minute buyers. I think that's what this match served. As far as the winner, I picked Rusev. But I mean, you can't go wrong with Penta. He's been on fire. He's doing his thing. So can't go wrong with it.
Okay. So we've got some interesting perspectives there, but I think all y'all technically are truthfully saying the same thing, just in different ways, in my opinion. It's satisfied, with people. We want a ladder match. We had a really good ladder match. Free or not free, it was a really good ladder match. for somebody that's never watched, you had Rey Mysterio's normal dynamic entrance with the masks, and he came out looking great. He came out with the pop out. So for a little kid, Mexican or non, it's like, oh my God, he looks like a superhero. Then you saw Penta, you're like, holy shit, what is this guy? And oh my God, this is just amazing. So you got that. And then, those things are the things that made us fans, to be able to look at that. And that could have sparked some people for free that, 10, 20 years from now, when we all in wheelchairs and stuff like that, we watch the next greatest thing. And the first thing they say is, well, I watched that ladder match on ESPN for free. And that's what got me. And then for the casual fan, shit, it was a good ladder match. And for Javon, he's got something in his pocket to reference. So 12 months from now, he'll be a lot more settled in. And if he's in another ladder match, he may walk out with the IC title. So I think it covered everything for us. KG, I want to ask you about this because we were on the fence, and hopefully you tallied up everything, by the way. So by the end of the show, we know exactly what's going on coming out of the night. But KG, to start with you, Jade versus Rhea. What was your thoughts on the match? Because I had a surprising take on it that I wasn't expecting.
I don't like that it wasn't clean. I was very, very upset that B-Fab and EO Sky and everybody came. No, that should have been straight up, right? One-on-one. Jade don't need no help. Rhea don't need no help. Everybody stay backstage and let them go at it. Mm-hmm. This right here, you diminished the power of Jade with this bullshit of having somebody come from the back to help her. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Whoever was the producer on this match, they need to either be kicked in the nuts or the pussy lips or something. Because no, that was terrible.
Damn.
That's how I felt really bad about it. Like this, I'm thinking this is gonna be match of the night because you got Rhea Ripley, you got Jade. The war word's been happening, and all of a sudden, why is everybody coming from? Man, god damn it, you done fucked it all. You done fucked up the goddamn church's money. Most important night of my life, you done fucked my head up for that too. I'm good. This became a bathroom match once that happened. I went to the bathroom. I didn't even take the tab with me. I just went up. I went to the bathroom.
Damn, that was your bathroom match?
That was my bathroom.
You popped Hollywood.
Damn. Hey, listen, man. First of all, you went into it with the wrong damn expectations. You thought it was gonna be match of the night.
Facts.
He was tripping, right? I thought I was the only one that heard that part.
What universe did you think this was gonna be match of the night?
Because you got Jade versus Rhea, and it's like, all right, we gonna get it all.
No, they knew they wasn't gonna be match of the night.
Let me say that again. We had who versus who?
Huh?
We had who versus who?
You had Jade versus Rhea.
Okay. When has Jade ever had the match of the night ever?
Well, you got Rhea there to carry her, man. I mean,
it was possible. No. We got to keep it real, all right? We got the Obi one. This is why I didn't want Obi to win at first, because y'all expectations were going to be too high after that about everything else that was info.
Now, y'all hating on this man.
Y'all wanted Javon to win.
Like I said, I was holding mine because I see what you're trying to say, Hollywood, but I'm going to be honest with you. And I said this in our little group chat. They had to watch our show last week because they was running a playbook. What move did we say Jade needed 2 weeks ago? I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago in her repertoire.
The one-winged angel.
Nope. Come on now, think back. It's only 2 weeks ago. We said she needed a spine buster.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck did she do? What the fuck did she do? She gave her a Mazda, the Kenny Omega, which was okay. But
no, it wasn't.
No. Okay, I'm chiming in now.
Hold on, Sumo. Hold on.
I've been trying.
Before you get there, Sumo, let me say this. The other thing that we talked about 2 weeks ago was that Jade needed a new moveset. or to improve her moveset.
Correct.
What did we see tonight? That is
New
not
moves.
a normal Jade
This
Cargill
is not
step-by-step match.
Listen,
was
had
man.
a whole new
not
moveset.
it.
This
was
whole
not
feud-
Go ahead,
it.
Shimo. Go ahead.
I've been trying
Barry,
to
I
say,
ain't gonna shut up because motherfucker, goddamn, that's what I'm talking about
I've been
on
trying
this
to
one.
keep from saying this.
I know what I'm talking about on this one because we talked about it. They did that shit.
You all right?
I've been
You
trying to
did
keep
that.
from saying this since Jade got into them WWE. But Jade is a fucking thief. Okay? Jade.
How's she a thief?
She's a fucking thief.
You couldn't make a phone call.
Hey, look. She stole, first of all, she stole her finisher from Beth Phoenix.
She got permission for that.
She stole Sting Snow in her entrance.
I can't talk about that one. That may have been Tony Khan, though. That may have been Tony Khan. You gotta give her a pass on that one too.
Then, now tonight, she steals the one-winged angel.
You know Kenny Omega gave her a green light for that.
He ain't thought about two times about her.
Nah, he shouldn't have never gave her no green light to do that move.
I
Well,
want to hear him
Should
say
AJ have
he
given
gave her
Dragon
green
Lee
light
the
for that.
daggone Styles Clash? I don't think that was right. I think that should go with AJ. To be
Well,
honest with you.
AJ, we know AJ gave it to him.
I know,
Yeah,
but I'm
but
just saying.
It makes more
that's
sense.
like-
It makes more sense for them because they were a tag team.
That mean shit. Like
There are others that have used the Styles
put
Clash.
together
I know
tag team.
there are a
They
lot of women
legacy
that have
tag
used
team.
Styles Clash, but for nobody.
So
I've
what
never
moves
seen.
can she use?
I've been
God
watching
damn.
wrestling since I was 4 fucking years old. I'll be 56 in a few weeks.
First of all,
June.
stop lying.
Where's your
First of all,
wheelchair?
Okay.
First of
I
all,
have
stop
never
lying.
in my
56
life
lying.
seen anybody use the one-winged angel but Kenny Omega.
That is true. That is true.
On top of that,
That's why she
this.
had to have got permission. I'm just playing devil's advocate because there's no way somebody gonna perform the blatant robbery like that. Come on, really? Knowing that you would get eviscerated on the IWC, there's no way she couldn't have done that without asking. But go ahead, Hollywood. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say this: this feud devalued Rhea Ripley. It
Both
made
of them.
Rhea look weak. This whole feud,
Y'all looking at this
Like-
wrong.
because no, we're not. Jade sucks, man. Somebody got to say it.
This
I'm
is the
going to say it
best.
tonight.
And I
Y'all
said,
hating.
I've been saying it, but still.
She
This
sucks,
is the best
bruh.
that she's looked performing.
That's not good.
And it's-
That's
No,
not a good,
you can't say the best and then say it's not good.
bro.
This is an elevation point. Y'all were talking about 2 weeks ago. At some point, she's got to have a winner. She
If
has
she
a
was
winner.
a white
and
man,
y'all
we
still
would not
shitting
be
on
talking about Jade Cargill the same, bro. Let's stop
Lipstick
this,
on a
bro.
pig. It's lipstick
she-
on a pig.
It don't matter. Lipstick on a pig. If it makes you millions of dollars, you're gonna make sure you go to Mac and you buy the best daggone lipstick.
You making millions of dollars. Jade ain't making nobody no millions of dollars.
Really? She ain't selling
No,
merch?
have you ever seen Jade?
She ain't selling
I've never
merch?
seen. Listen, I've seen every single person that makes money for WWE. I've seen somebody with their merch. I've never seen anybody with Jade merch of anything. I don't
Well,
even.
if you ain't
don't say
traveling,
it.
you may not be seeing. Go Google it. Look
Listen,
and see
man,
where
if-
her merch sales are.
if
Don't
Jade-
talk about what I've seen, because if you've only seen the DMV and you ain't seen in New Mexico, you ain't seeing, Puerto Rico, you ain't saying, Europe, you ain't seeing this. You can't speak to what's people wearing.
I've watched this show plenty of times. I've been watching it for a long time. I've
No,
heard
don't
y'all
take our
speak
word
on.
for it.
I've heard y'all speak on other wrestlers. There's no way. Okay, I've heard y'all bash Ultimate Warrior on this show. Ultimate Warrior is 10 times better than Jade Cargill.
Oh, you a damn lie.
Oh,
Warrior had 3 moves.
yeah, and I'd rather watch those.
They
three
at
moves.
least got a one-wing angel off the
Listen,
sumo.
I would rather watch Ultimate Warrior's 3 moves over and over again than what when Ultimate Warrior squashed Triple H at WrestleMania.
That was a
I
daggone
forgot what
travesty as an adult. Great as a kid, though. Great as a kid.
Listen, hear me out. I would rather watch that for this. I would rather that match was maybe a minute. This match was maybe 15 minutes. I would watch that 15 times over before I watch this match ever again.
Y'all just hating for no hate. You can't even give somebody a green light.
We gotta keep it real.
What can she do to be actually deemed as, you know what, that was not even a good match? What can she do in y'all's eyes to say that was okay?
Stop playing a wrestler.
So you're saying she can't wrestle? So
no,
then there's no
stop
chance.
Playing a wrestler. Stop trying to play wrestler. Be you.
She wasn't. She was actually wrestling this time. Whoever scripted, and I'm saying it in that particular way.
That's the problem.
This match, no, because in her other ones, there was no psychology and there was no scripting in it. You know, she just went out, did what she did, pump, kick, and then Jay didn't call it a day. But this one had a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Not because of her.
Not rely on Rhea Ripley carrying the story.
Shit.
It did not rely. Jade's moveset and the way that she wrestled was not typical Jade Cargill. She wrestled as a powerhouse. We talked about that last week. Somebody with some strength. To KG's point, when the baddies came, that's where everything went to the crapper. Rhea was able to be comfortable wrestling somebody of her own size and stature and power. So she was a little bit more comfortable in the match because she didn't have to dumb her size and power down to be able to wrestle an Asuka, an Io Sky, or somebody that's smaller that really she could just stand up and just swing them around, but she's got to make 5 minutes work out of nowhere. My opinion, I thought it was a good match, and I was surprised because I was ready to go take a piss. Had to hold it because I'm like, what the hell is happening here? But that's just me. Maybe I'm an optimist who want to give people a chance. Until then she pulled off the one-wing angel. I'm like, what the hell is happening? I know she had to have got that permission from Kenny Omega. Because that's
she ain't talked to Kenny Omega since she left.
Right. Tell him, Sumo, please.
Man, I wish there was a device that you could pick up and make a phone call. I wish
just like my man said in the movie Snatch, shades of fucking faith.
Don't you bring Snatch into this? That's too mature for a KG.
Shades of fucking faith.
Man, I'll just put it like this. Jade, your career might be going downhill, young lady.
Hey,
your career might be going.
Y'all never gonna give her a shot. She might.
Nah, it's not about.
It's not wrestle.
Look, Don, it's not about giving her.
It's not wrestle,
bro. It's not about giving her a shot.
It is about if you can't give her a shot.
All right. Hold on. How can you win a match last year with no help? Then you have help this year. You can't win. Where's the logic in that? I can't believe nobody behind that.
In my mind, because obviously I'm the one that
it was 3-on-2, Don.
Listen, in my mind,
it was 3-on-2, Don.
I get that, but in my mind, what do we have to get rid of?
Her.
It was more like three what do we have to get rid of?
Her.
That don't belong.
Get rid of Jade Cargill.
How do you get rid of them? You have them cost her the match, so she can cleave them out of the way for what we talked about it last week, and the week before, what may possibly happen. And with Brock leaving, that leaves the lane open for the first ever Paul Heyman girl.
Yeah, but you
can't. Don, you have a lot of good ideas. Today is not it.
Hey, y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit?
Bro,
the 5 people that was involved in this match, she was the worst.
She did the spine buster. Remember who talked about that, and then tell me my ideas are crazy. I may not be the best. But once in a while, the best idea twice in a while, I can hit a home run that makes some goddamn sense. Y'all may not want to see it because y'all just blind as to hate on Jade. But if you have
we hate on her, can I ask
nobody's hating on Jade.
Let me give her a hey. You know what? She hit a nice spine buster. Attempt it. See, I rest my case. I rest my case. You can't get nobody credit.
She hit a spine buster and then she almost killed Rhea with the one-wing angel.
She sure did. But
that's the thing. Hold on, Mel. I'm gonna let you get yours off. I know what you're gonna say. Let me get this off. See, that's the problem. She's not gonna get no better because people like you that keep trying to champion her when she doesn't do it. See, you say, yeah, she had a good
you said you watched the show a lot. You ain't watched that show that much.
Hold on. I
know
this y'all show.
I'm just trying to call a spade a spade.
No, you're not, because you just said she had a good spine buster, but she almost killed somebody on the other move. So she's 50-50.
Really? Now, have you seen? Ask her friend EO how many times she almost killed her. But
are you comparing EO to Jade Cargill wrestling wise?
Jake,
don't do that.
If EO is almost hurt some people and she's more seasoned,
are we comparing EO to Jade Cargill in the ring?
What I'm saying is, just to wrap it up, y'all aren't giving her a lane for at least something good.
You're ducking and dodging the question. You're skipping through the question to avoid it.
There's no question.
It is a question.
It is a question.
It is a question. Is she 50-50?
Jade is not the only person that has had a statistical bot. I'm just saying, my it's not even a question. I'm just saying, just give the girl some praise, saying, hey, it was not a bad match. Y'all just shitting on her. She's never going to have it. There's nothing she can do, that she's the worst. So I'm like, well, what can she do to be better? Nothing. Well, goddamn, she might as well not wrestle. Because what other avenue are y'all giving her?
She shouldn't wrestle.
That's what I just said. So she quits tomorrow, then y'all happy, right?
I wouldn't be mad.
Damn.
I wouldn't fear nothing. Bro, listen, there are some people. Okay, first of all, let's stop talking like this is her first WrestleMania. This is her third WrestleMania. That's one. Let's stop talking like she hasn't been in the business since COVID. It's 2026, so that's about 6 years she's been in the business. Every single time she has a big match, people have the same conversation after it that she has not gotten any better. What she needs to do right now, if she really wants to take wrestling serious, she needs to take her butt to Evolve, get better in the ring and Evolve, then go to NXT, get better in NXT, then maybe come back. But right now,
she's not better in WWE than she was in AEW.
I can name 10 girls better than her right now in the WWE. 10.
Of course, because they grew up in it.
No, it can't be, of course, if she's the champion.
Wouldn't you put the belt on her with the looks?
No, because I can't name 10 people better than CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, or Cody Rhodes.
And that's why your promotion will go out of business.
That's not true. That's not true at all, bro.
Name a promotion that doesn't see, not saying it's right, but doesn't look at the visuals.
No, you didn't hear what you just arguing to argue at this point. You didn't just hear what I just said. I said that my champion, I just named 4 people that just competed for the championship this weekend. You cannot name 10 people in that company better than Cody. You can't name 10 people in that company better than Randy. You can't name 10 people in that company better than Rhea. You can't name 10 people in that company better than
Randy. People that's going to say that
I can name 20 people
a better wrestler than Randy, or a better wrestler than Cody.
You said what?
I said there could be people that could make the argument to say, well, so-and-so is better.
You can't name 10 of them. You can't name 10 of them.
Shit, they ain't got that much. The roster ain't big enough to name 10.
No, you see,
there's not that many that on a greats list.
You keep making up.
Let's be honest on that one.
This NXT girl is better than Jade Cargill right now, bro.
100%.
It's not going to happen.
Mike, I agree with you 100%. There's better girls on NXT than Jade Cargill.
I'm not saying. See, y'all going around a circle trying to justify. You said that you put the button on it when you said if she was to quit wrestling, good.
She don't.
So that meant that there's no lane, there's nothing she can do other than quit for you to be satisfied.
I also said that she can go to Evolve and NXT, but you skipped that part.
No, yeah, you said that came after what you said. You said that, and then you said
that was the caveat.
She could do this, and she could do that.
But that was the caveat.
At the end of the day, if she went to Evolve, you'd be like, well, she still hasn't improved. She went to here, she still hasn't improved.
So
she came from AEW and did nothing. Now she's doing something better. You can't even give her credit for having better matches.
What was better about today that was this? Okay.
No, because so what you're doing now, Don, what you're doing now is you're undercutting him because he gave a caveat at the end of the day to give her the room to grow. But then the moment that he gave her the room to grow, you eliminated him to be able to give her the room to grow. That's crazy.
No, because when you say you're happy that somebody's
good, I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
You said it.
You said if she wasn't here tomorrow, I said I wouldn't be mad. That's what I said.
So if that's the case, I said if she quit, would you be happy? I wouldn't be mad at it.
I wouldn't be mad at it. Why?
So what could she do? What could she do that would make you happy?
Go to Evolve
and do what?
Start over
and do what? For how long?
Learn the business. Learn the business from every aspect of it. Learn the business.
How old is she? How old is she? How feasible is that? Come on.
It's very feasible. I can give you an example of that right now. I can give you an example of that right now. Gabe Kidd. Gabe Kidd was a wrestler for 10 years in Britain, in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Winning championships, popularity, the whole shit. What did he do? He felt like he wasn't getting anywhere. He wasn't going where he wanted to go. He needed to do something different. What did he do? He dropped everything, cut all of his hair off, went to Japan, and went to the dojo. At almost 30 years old, he went to the dojo. Started over. And now look at Gabe Kidd. Gabe Kidd is nowhere near what Gabriel Kidd was back in the early 2000s.
Okay.
You got to give you it can happen. You just got to be able to drop your ego and be able to say, okay, it's not working. I need to do something. And just like I said last week, just like I said 2 weeks ago, she needs to go away, learn a new hold, get a new gimmick, something, and improve herself. That she needs to drop her ego, get and another movie reference. Get your ass off your shoulders and go make that money.
In fairness to Jade, I can't specifically say that she has an ego based off of what happens on TV and what happens on the internet. At this point, Jade is 10 years younger than DDP ever gained the world championship. There's a chance for her to really improve herself to get to that point for her to really deserve what she has been given. That's all I'm saying. So that's why I'm not going to sit here and disagree with Mike and say like, yo, no, she needs more time to really cook with the situation. Granted, it's not fair that we're comparing her against a Rhea Ripley who's done almost every step of the way. But at the same time, we have to acknowledge, Jade Cargill, there's room for improvement with everything. Hell, we could also make the same thing for Bianca Belair. We could absolutely say the same thing for her. We could say the same thing for Cody Rhodes. We could say the same thing for a lot. There's people who could improve in some way to help their character. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. I'm just poking the bear. So hopefully y'all understand.
No, you're poking the bear, but it's
exactly.
Barry. Exactly, Barry. Hear me out. You're poking the bear. You're poking the bear.
We're not going to post that one.
It's blindsided by.
Go ahead, we'll post it.
No, buddy.
Because it's
I'm
gospel.
too closely rooted to that one.
It's gospel.
No, buddy. Not
tabernacle right there.
Hell no. There's too many ski-wees and alphas in my purview.
No, we're not even considering that because she never got a chance to do any of that stuff with WWE. With WWE, not AEW.
No, she did it. She did 2 PLEs ago, I think. She came out with a bunch of young ladies that were dressed in the pink and green.
Yeah, she came out to what was it? What's that line song that they do? All pretty girls do like this.
Mm-hmm.
That joint.
Yeah,
she was out there strolling.
Oh yeah,
pink and green on and everything.
She was in. I don't remember. Was it the Royal Rumble?
It was a pay-per-view. It was a big pay-per-view.
Yeah,
but I can't remember which one it was. But it was a big pay-per-view.
It's recent enough.
And she had one of the local chapters with her. And yeah, they were out there strolling. She was out there strolling. all pretty girls walk like this. That joint.
Okay, I can't sit here and at the end of the day, Jade ultimately she does need to improve. Right now, her losing that title is a good thing for her. However, it's a big climb back up. This is a hard climb back up to that spot. Yeah, Rhea Ripley is one of the biggest names WWE currently has right now as far as the women's division is concerned. Right? Liv Morgan is her equal when it comes to as far as star power is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is an equal to either the two of them? Who is close to them, maybe in his longevity? Technically, Becky Lynch, but like if we think about newer people, we talk about people who have lesser longevity within the company.
Now they're going to have to pull from, for Rhea, they're going to have to just pull different people until they have somebody like a Tiffany Stratton. They still want to try to push Tiffany. We don't know for the first time ever today or ever, I believe, just looking at the social media, Naomi showed Baby Oos. So that's a good sign. So that means, now that Baby Oos has been seen to the public, she could be coming back at some point quickly. That would give Rhea somebody. But we don't know when that's going to be. We don't know when that's going to be. I think Liv has a lot more match potential than Rhea does. But like I said, just wrapping this up, just to move things forward. I agree that Jade needs to go away. It's there, but I think when she comes back, she needs to be with Heyman. That's my only thought process on it. Like I said, I'm just happy that the baddies, hopefully they work that storyline out. You cost me, she beats them up. I still don't understand why the hell B-Fab looked like a pilgrim in that outfit. I don't know what the hell is WrestleMania. What the hell are you wearing?
They both gone. They didn't help her win. They both gone. We ain't gonna see them for a while.
Yeah, like no. And what the hell is Keith Lee? And I'm not talking about the food Keith Lee. God what the hell is Keith Lee? Somebody.
We only care about the food Keith Lee. Nobody cares about the rest of
Whoa.
WrestleMania is over now, so you know what's next.
Budget cut.
Time for that purge.
Yep.
Budget cut.
Talking about it. A lot of rumors, mostly NXT folks, though, which is a little weird. But I know there's going to be some main roster shakeups. But hopefully we can find out what's going on with Keith at some point. We'll see. But I guess we kind of touched on him for a brief second. But all right, then. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. What's the thoughts on that? I think, did everybody pick Trick? Anybody pick Sami?
Myself and Hollywood picked Sammy.
Okay. All right. Technically, should Booker T come out for that WrestleMania entrance instead of Travis? What's his name?
Lil Yachty with him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. We talk about entrances. I think Obafemi, Jay Uso, and Trick Williams got the three best entrances in WWE right now.
Oh, I thought you were talking about this week.
Well, tonight was beautiful. I even showed that to my wife. And I told my wife, I said, he got little kids in middle America talking about whoop that Trick. Like, I love it.
Did he call Bobby Roode and ask him if it's okay if he uses stand?
No, Bobby Roode. Actually, Bobby Roode didn't understand.
I know. I just messing with KG. You talking about it as a great entrance. I just messing with KG.
Absolutely awesome. But I agree with Perry. It was a bum match, but it was a great ending. It was a little slow and plodding, but it picked up after a while. And I was like, all right, Trick got this. And it could have been better. If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it about 5.5, 6.
Okay.
Not great but it was good. It was good enough to keep me doing what I was doing. What was I doing? I think I still was in the kitchen cooking or something like that. I was doing something in the kitchen. So maybe I was cleaning the kitchen. I was watching, but it kept me glued to it. So any other time when I'm in the kitchen and I'm making, either I'm cooking or I'm cleaning the kitchen, I'm watching Good Times. So I didn't change over to Good Times now. So, okay, it was actually pretty good.
Damn. Also, RIP to Van Hammer. I know we didn't start the show off with RIP because it's WrestleMania, but just wanted to put that out there. Definitely, somebody from my past that, was there for a while. Those that know. So shout out and RIP to Van Hammer and, to his family, condolences. So Finn Balor or Demon Finn Balor versus Dominic.
Hey, Don, real quick.
Yeah.
I got to push back slightly.
On which part?
As far as the interest is concerned from the last match with Trick, and that was the worst entrance of Sunday night. I'm sorry.
Make KG come back.
It was the worst entrance. It was the worst entrance of Sunday night. I'm sorry. First of all, you got Dom's entrance, who was great. Go ahead. Sit here and argue against that. You got Dom's entrance that was great. Then you also had Rey Mysterio when he popped up from the bottom, from underneath the stage. Okay. Then come on now. Then Roman's entrance with the piano player. You had the person playing the drums, and then you had Punk's. That's already 3 people who knock him down to 4. Nobody cares about 4. Hell, nobody cares about 3. Damn near nobody cares about 2. So come on, sit here and tell me that Trick Williams had the best entrance of Sunday night.
Okay.
They started Trick's entrance with them still setting up that podium. They were still pushing it in at the beginning of his entrance.
He had to stop mid-entrance every couple seconds. That shit was stupid. That shit was stupid.
I thought CM Punk's
Go ahead, tell something stupid.
No, I thought CM Punk entrance, I was expecting a little bit more. Everybody else's entrance was over the top. Now, Trick had one of the best entrances of the night. I won't say it was the best.
There's 6 matches, and he had number 6.
CM Punk's entrance wasn't even top 3 for me.
We didn't even see the 2 from the ladder match.
See, would it help?
Hell, ain't nothing but Rey Mysterio and Penta.
KG, would it help you to know that on CM Punk's entrance, that first song was his entrance music from Ring of Honor?
I kind of figured that's what that was. I was like, I know that sounds familiar, but I expected with everybody else having such fanfare, I was like, why is In Living Color not there playing him down to the ring? That's what I expected when what was taking him so long.
It's been done too many times.
Thank you, man. How many times we gonna see them? How many times we gonna see them? How many times?
I mean, it's good to see them, but it's been done too many times.
If Motorhead played Triple H down every single pay-per-view, I would not be mad. Why? Because I'm a Motorhead fan.
But they didn't.
No, they didn't. But if they did, I would never get tired of it because I was a Motorhead fan.
Nah, you should get tired of it.
You can't.
Right.
It's like saying you get tired of it, man. You can't get tired of it.
Bro, it takes the expectation of feeling out if you see it all the time, bro. How many times we gonna see them sing that same song, bro?
Well, how many times do we hear the same song?
Like I get the song.
I hear it all the time.
How many times people sing Judas?
It's CM Punk.
It's one foot in, one foot out.
Like they used to.
But I'll give him this.
He did have a Chris Jericho
moment.
Well, it's been gone so long, the moment's over.
They were singing Cult of Personality as he was going down to the ring. They were singing it word for word, the whole crowd, which was good. But I just felt that everybody else had this over-the-top entrance, and his entrance just seemed okay.
He had a historical entrance. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just here. Thank you, Sumo, for reminding me that was his ROH song. That's what I assume. I appreciate that.
Trick had the same entrance. It was the same song. All he did was have a fucking wedding gown on. The fuck?
My wife said the same thing.
Bro,
how you
see this? What I be talking
now,
about.
What pay-per-view was there where Trick had the choir?
That was the
NXT one, wasn't it?
It was the NXT one, right?
Yeah, that was the NXT one.
That was a hot one. That was a nice one. That was a good entrance,
bro. We in love with the fact the dude came out looking like Mortal Kombat, but now we upset about the dude that came out dripped in all white with a long coat on. You see, bro? You see? This he had the worst entrance. Why? Because he don't relate to you. Because you ain't never had no white coat that long, looking like a pimp walking down the ring singing, whip that trick.
Come on,
bro.
Rick James never had a coat that went that long. James Brown never had a coat that went that long down the stage.
Bro, we gotta chill, son. Penta had a good entrance. Trick had a good entrance. Trying to say he had the worst entrance of the night. I want you to go say that to people in Memphis. Go say that to the people in Memphis.
Fuck them.
I bet you they're gonna take the other L in your name. I bet you they're gonna take the other L in your name.
You better be careful with Memphis. You heard what LeBron James said about Memphis. Y'all better be careful.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, relax. My man was geeked over. Oh my God, the Mortal Kombat Penta. Hiya! And then get mad at goddamn Trick Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the glory of being a wrestling fan. At the end of the day, that's the glory, especially in this day and age of social media. So let's go ahead and jump into the main event and dial this thing home. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. We're not going to talk anymore about the entrances, but I will point out that notice Roman used his earlier Roman Reigns theme song.
The Bloodline theme.
Just
Bloodline entrance.
Just wanted to put that out. Not saying that made any difference to the overall of the. I just want to point out when we talk about theme songs.
Yes, it did. It made a difference. Stop playing, Don.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just calling that out for the smart marks and the uninitiated. If they didn't catch it, that was the old theme.
No, Don.
I'm not getting the seat. Don't you put this on me, Ricky Bobby, and drag me down the hole. I'm not talking about entrances. I'm just saying that the man had a different musical arrangement that was cool. But let's get to the match. Talk about the match.
No build up.
Hollywood, I'm disappointed in you because I intentionally skipped over something and you ain't even say anything. Very disappointed in you, sir.
I mean, I'm letting everybody else go at it.
Oh, buddy.
I know what match you skipped. I know what match you
skipped it. You couldn't say, "Hey, Don, if we go into the main event, don't forget about this happened." Before I was going to wrap up the show, I was like, "No, let me just go and pull back." Would you like to talk about Danhausen?
Oh no, you missed two. You missed two parts. You missed the Demon and Dom, and then you missed Danhausen. We didn't do that. I haven't been paying attention.
They kind of got off the rails.
Yeah, we went off the rails after that.
Oh no, I mean, I know you. I mean, you like Jay Cargill, so I know you wasn't going to bring Danhausen up because that's the real star.
His number one fan is on the show. Why wouldn't I put it out there?
I'm gonna say this. I gotta give Hollywood its flowers. Yo, you hit on Danhausen. That I love that. That baby, I was in the kitchen dying. That was good. I think I might have to run with Danhausen for a little bit now.
I'm trying.
That was good. That was
now you want to say something like, "Oh man, that was the greatest thing ever."
No,
right by it, not even bring it up.
Listen,
talk about it.
I just tell you, I've been telling people I've been a Danhausen fan before he even got to AEW. So I've been rocking with Danhausen for a while. I mean, Friday, he's everywhere. Friday, he cursed Stephen A. Smith. Saturday, he got his blimp. And he got another blimp inside he got to curse the Miz and do the 5-knuckle curse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
was there anything you were missing? Is there something you wanted him to do that he didn't do?
He should have cursed Rhea so Jay can win. They had an interaction.
Yeah.
They had an interaction earlier today, and I guess Jay didn't give him the money. So
No,
you got to give my man human monies. If you give him human monies, then you know what I'm saying, he got you.
There you go.
That curse is undefeated, bro.
There it is. All right. So now we got the Danhausen in for the housing segment. Now back to the main event, and let's talk about, how did y'all feel about the story that was told between Roman and CM Punk, and also the finish, which some may like and some may not, with CM Punk gassing out, I guess, for lack of a better term, and then taking the spear. So what's the thoughts, Mel?
Fantastic match. This has been the best WrestleMania main event since 40. Since 40. For me, I can only speak for me. But it ended the same way what Roman Reigns said. CM Punk is old. The man gassed out in the middle of the match. Like, that show you old, bro. He called you old. That's what made you get that little fire in your eyes again. Made you want to show him everything that you got, but then you gassed out at the end. You old, bro. It's all right. Go ahead. We seen Brock Lesnar retire. It's okay if you the next man up. It's okay. It's okay. The only thing I can't believe is, like, I guess it was no rules in this match. No countouts, no DQs, no nothing. We could just hit somebody with steel steps right in front of the referee, make them bleed. It would have been nice for me to know that ahead of time. But then again, let's give our props out to Roman Reigns. Let's really acknowledge him, because he did this. No cousins, nobody involved, no nothing. The last time he won the world champion where nobody interfered is when he took the belt off of Bray Wyatt during COVID. During that time period, that's when he won that world champion. And now he just finally did the title, got it again. He won the champion that they had to create because he was no longer around. Now, this is the best champion in the company because he got the belt.
That's a lot. Sumo, what's your thoughts?
I enjoyed it. I very much enjoyed the match. I didn't mind the finish. I mean, they were going at it. They and for him to gas out like that, I mean, I can that fits. It fits. I wasn't upset about that at all. They could have won. They could have won a few more minutes if they wanted to, because I was enjoying the match. Yeah, I was fine with it. I was fine with everything they did. From soup to nuts. It was good. It was good.
All right. Hollywood?
Listen, I echo the sentiments of the both King Mel and Sumo. Not trying to be like an instant reactor or any reacting to anything, but this is one of the best main events. I'm not gonna say of all time, but at least in the 30s up, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe 25 up for real. This was a really good match. These two put on a really good match, and I'm kind of torn because that belt was created because Roman was a part-timer. Mm-hmm. So now that he got the belt, is that going to become the part-time official? Like Mel said, he's the biggest champion. He's going to make that belt the biggest belt, but is it going to be defended? And where does it go for Punk and, Punk? AJ Lee lost, Punk lost, I don't think we're going to see Punk for a while. Maybe, but I don't think we see him for a while. I think that it was a great. This match made yesterday's main event. It showed why this was the main event, and yesterday's wasn't the main event. Mm-hmm. This match was, I wouldn't say 10 times, but it was at least 5 times better than yesterday's match. Mm-hmm. And they did it with no interference, just them two.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Will, what's your thoughts on main event?
To Mike's point, a lot of people who I talked to expected an interference from Jimmy, Jay. Even people called for Jacob to come through to interfere with the match. And Roman beat Punk. Like, to Mel's point, Mel brought up the simple fact that, like, the steel step was used, which could have technically caused the end of the match. But like it went through. Like the match honestly went through. And I don't, to be honest with you, to push back against Sumo, I think the match was actually a decent length of time for the match to have gone to, especially if you consider the entire weekend where like you like dog on the East Coast where we are, everything started at 6. This one ran like this specifically Sunday night ran the longest, and justifiably so. That match held up. It was worth every money. It was worth every cent that people could have paid to watch that match, and I'm perfectly fine with that match. I think that granted I predicted Roman was going to win, but like man, damn, if Punk didn't did the two of them put on a class act of a show for this tonight. I'm proud. I'm like, yo.
But the only reason I said that we could have went longer is because the show did end early, as opposed to last night. The show ended at 10 o'clock last night. It ended at 9:30 tonight.
But if you think about the length of the match by itself.
No, man, he's right, man. Go ahead, man. He's right.
No,
he's right. You said
by itself. How long did the Randy Orton match? The Randy Orton match.
But that's not what you said, man. You said the show. You said the show lasted longer, and you was.
No, I'm talking about the matches. The matches themselves is what I'm talking about.
I wish there was
all I'm saying is I appreciate. I like this match. This one kept me on my toes. I was up in and out of my chair. I was like, "Yo, what the hell is about to happen?" This is one of those matches where I was like, "I don't know which way this one's really going to go. Who do I want to win?" I wanted Roman to win.
Kids, say no to drugs.
What? Okay. KG?
This was a good way to close WrestleMania. Didn't help me none, I'll say that. On a picks note, but it was actually a good match. It was really, really good because for a minute there, I actually thought that I thought CM Punk was gonna win that. I really did. I was like, he's gonna win it, but it was teetering back and forth, so it actually had you on the edge of your seat, really wondering what was going on. But they did something that we always talk about. We've talked about for years. They told a story. And it was a story that was easy to decipher. So if I gotta rate this, I give this match a 9 out of 10.
Okay. All right. So since we ended on you, KG, I guess it's time to officially unveil the results of the picks from 2 weeks ago, or last week, maybe last week, and let us know how everything went down for night 1 and night 2 in combination.
So going in, finishing up night 1 at the end of the night, myself, Hollywood, we were tied at 4. Midnight Rider and Don were tied at 3. Jay Will had 2. Sumo had 1. That's how many wins going into night 2. I don't know. Sumo must have known something because he came on like a house on fire and pulled out 4 wins. Hollywood fell off and only got 1 win tonight, and that was the Finn Balor match. Jay Will came in with 3 wins. Midnight Rider came in with 3. I fell off and only got 2. And your new picks champion, the People's Choice Don Rodriguez, finished up with 5 tonight, which gave him 8. Shit. He beat everybody with 8 wins across 2 nights.
Sumo. I truly didn't see that coming. I thought KG. I swear.
I did after last night. I was like, God damn, what the fuck happened to me last night?
I thought maybe KG got out because I couldn't remember a couple of them. I'm like, oh. But I'm not going to do it tonight. But next week, I'm gonna show my ass, right? I'm just letting y'all, Sumo, KG. I'm just letting y'all be prepared. I'm showing out next week. Just felt you should know. How long has it been, Sumo? The dethroning has happened. What's it been? 6 months? How long were you champion?
Well, I've been champion for a while.
Yeah, at least about 6 months.
And I was on a two WrestleMania win streak too.
Yeah. I think I may have to go do a movie or something, so I may not be defending this championship.
This would have been 3 for me if I'd have won.
Oh man!
If I'd have won tonight, y'all had to call me Mr. WrestleMania.
Yeah, we may have. Thank God. I wouldn't want to deal with that because then you would have had Raj back up there putting you over and all that stuff. Woo! Dodged a bullet. But truthfully, I didn't even know I would win. I won that one. I thought I had lost. I thought it was KG. That was a guy. So I'm glad. Things worked out for the betterment of mankind. So, WrestleMania, 2 nights, 2026. Now we got 12 months to think about Saudi Arabia and how much money and how much pyro they're going to have. I think, man, next year, if nothing else, will be a great year to be a new superstar coming into the WWE because you guaranteed pyro. Lord knows we know they love that in Saudi Arabia. God dang. Pyro and drones. That's what we got to look forward to next year. Pyro and drones. Everything else is probably going to be some hot non-American garbage, but we'll have to deal with that. So, Four Corner Boys, man, we've been on a roller coaster leading up to today. Go ahead and, talk about your show. I don't know, you guys still have one in the can for tomorrow?
No.
All right, so
next week, be back next week.
Okay. Tell them when they can see you, go ahead and get it out there to the masses.
Each and every Monday, you can catch us at noon on YouTube, 613 Faye Productions, or you can catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff at 8 a.m. on Monday mornings. Midnight, catch King Mel's Top 5 Wrestling Moments of the Week. 613 Faye, DMV, IG, 613 Faye on everything else.
Awesome. Definitely appreciate y'all, joining in, being with us on this road to WrestleMania. It's definitely been great conversation-wise and everything that's come with, even the agreements and non-agreements at some points. Hey, it's just been fun. Jay Will, King Mel, anything y'all want to say before we start winding this puppy down?
Follow us. We here. Four Corner Boys.
There you go. King Mel?
Glad WrestleMania over.
Sumo, we need y'all to return the favor. Come on our show. We had KG on the show. KG, we gotta get you back on the show as well. And I'll do this all over again. But we need y'all on the show. We gotta return the favor, or we gonna keep it in the bombs.
Yeah, now things hopefully a little bit more calm across. I don't know about Sumo's side of things, but we'll figure that out. So that way we could definitely return the favor and hang out with you guys on your home turf and, cause some more controversy and crazy conversations. We'll see what we can drum up there to make it a little bit more interesting. But if y'all get your asses back over on Saturdays, we may have to tone it down, though. I don't know. But, anytime y'all want to be able to say or speak anything freely without, any repercussions, you can come on here and cuss up a storm. We don't care. Disagree with Sumo once in a while, but not too much. Respect also, Sumo, on your Team Taz shirt. So I just wanted to recognize that. We haven't talked about your shirts in a while. Is that a new one? I don't think I've ever seen you wear that.
No, I had this one. This was sitting on the bottom of the pile for a while. I had to pull it out tonight.
Okay. Any particular reason, or just you just saw it?
No, just it was there. I was going through them, and I said I hadn't worn this one in a while, so I figured I'd pull it out. No particular reason. Okay.
All right. KG. Normally we would throw to the what's coming up on a Sunday Rise, but damn, it's Monday. So what you doing on Tuesday?
Well, before we even get to Tuesday, we have the People's Mock Draft NFL on Drive Time tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Oh, okay. Hey, Maddie.
Then Tuesday you have Unapologetic Sports at 6:30. The Tuesday night flight with myself and the Midnight Rider at 7:45. Where we'll kind of mix everything up and put a button on everything before we get to the draft, which is Thursday. Wednesday, you got Nothing But Net at 7:30. Thursday, we starting at a special time, 7:30. From 7:30 to 8, we'll cover everything else outside of the NFL draft, from MLB news to NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, and whatever else comes up. But when 8 o'clock hits and that music plays, from 8 until whenever we decide to go home, we'll do the first round of the NFL draft. And everybody's supposed to be popping in and out on that one. That's a marathon show coming up on Thursday.
Oh, man. I hear that. Y'all haven't done that? Have we ever done that?
Yeah. They broke the record. They broke the Sideline Junkies podcast network record. It was either last year or year before. Because the WrestleManiacs had the record for years. And then, two guys decided they wanted to go one-on-one with the great one. So I was like, okay, we got you. Don't worry about it.
Hey, I'm down with it. Also, can't forget, we got Coach Devon tomorrow as well, right?
No, he's off tomorrow. He's taking off tomorrow.
That's what it's okay. Just want to make sure. I want him watching the show. Be like, hold up, y'all can't put my show over.
I'm not putting Coach Devon over. I know what he said on Saturday on the Gridiron.
There you go.
He called me out for using. We got our own college football league, and he called me out because I got a fullback that's 6'6", 255 and runs like lightning. That's not my fault that I recruited the dude, but there's allegations out there about my team using steroids, and so myself and the coach of LSU are at odds right now. Okay. We going back and forth in the papers with a war of the words.
Well, I'll let you guys work that out. But overall, we got a lot of great things coming from the Sideline Junkies perspective, the Four Corner perspective. So again, it's been a great 2026 WrestleMania season. The lead up. Now we're going to do our normal, working our way towards SummerSlam, which is, crazy to think we're, marching our way towards that. And the year just keeps evolving. So we got you got to do your thing, gentlemen. Y'all put your show over. But if y'all don't say your tagline, I'd be remiss because, I'd be like, damn, they ain't get a chance to do it. So,
we can all be foes up, quads down.
There you go. I got to make sure y'all get everything in there. Because the last thing we talk about is diversifying our bond, Sumo.
Konnichiwa, bitches.